Thanks for joining us as we continue our series on UiPath test data management. In today's demo video, we'll focus on using generative AI to generate realistic test data and storing that data within UiPath data service, test data queues, or in an Excel file. UiPath has built a test data management solution accelerator. This accelerator is available on our UiPath marketplace, and it's extremely easy to set up. The solution accelerator comes with a robust documentation and step-by-step instructions to connect to UiPath's integration service, so that your robot can leverage our out-of-the-box connector to Azure OpenAI's large language model. Once set up, you can deploy this automation as an attended robot, and the automation will help you generate realistic test data and output it either as an Excel or a data service schema. From an Excel file, using UiPath Studio, you can quickly create test data queues inside UiPath Orchestrator. Let's see this in action. The accelerator has been deployed as an attended robot to my UiPath assistant. As a tester or developer, anytime I want, I can simply trigger the automation. The automation will spin up a UiPath form. Here, I can choose to either build the data service schema or not, choose whether or not I want to do synthetic data creation with a large language model, and here I can select on whether or not I want to add a template or if I don't have one. If I don't have one, I'll be prompted to enter the file name, the LLM service, and number of rows I want to generate. I can then provide my information, so I'll say first name, last name, date of birth. If I need more columns, I can add those or remove them. And then I can provide additional prompt details. For example, if I want all the first names to start with the letter S, if I want the date of birth should be a specific format, if the age should be over a certain amount, and if the address should be, let's say, in a specific state. This will take a couple of seconds, and we'll see that our automation has finished. I can close the accelerator, and if we take a look at our downloads folder, we see the data service schema generated as a JSON, and the data generated both as a CSV and an XLSX file. If we open up our Excel file, we can see the data generated, and as we examine the data, we can see that the prompt was followed. The first name starts with an S, the date of birth is all following the proper syntax, the ages are older than 25, lower than 50, and the addresses are all in Texas. We can also see that the math for date of birth and age is correlated. Next, let's go to UiPath Data Service and see how easy it is to set up our entity. Using our import-export functionality, we can import our data schema that was generated. Navigating to that schema, we can see all of the various fields. Our data is going to be empty, but we can simply import that data. Similarly, if we navigate to UiPath Studio, we can go to our test case, add test data, and choose the file option. Here, we'll upload the XLSX file that was generated. With the data uploaded, we'll notice that test data variation has been created. To generate a data queue directly from Studio, we can right-click that variation and create a test data queue. And just like that, a queue with 5 records was created. Navigating to Orchestrator, we can verify that this queue was created. Under the Testing tab, we can verify that the new dummy queue was created. And viewing the records, we can see those same records here. And that covers today's video on test data management. Till next time, bye.